Calling All Heroes has had its second major of the 2024 season, with 8 teams moving on to the bracket stage to win it all. Today, we'll be looking into some of the most interesting and exciting plays and moments from the tournament. We'll be breaking them down and looking deeper into why and how things work. Fable and Valentine met in the first round of the bracket, the upper quarterfinals. Valentine were favored going into the series, and during this first map, Zoe and Kindred demonstrated that dominance. Zoe starts on the left-hand enclosed lane, which is typically controlled by the Tracer. Mickman on cast turns the corner and Zoe avoids the flashbang, returning to force Mickman away. Realizing Mickman would be in the way, Zoe takes a different approach, blinking behind the front line of Fable to land a pulse onto Kia. Inarazaki's Kia does use the BAP window, but Kindred walks right through, throwing a slow right onto the rotation out the door. Immediate focus is on Fiery, who has the beat available, but is unable to do so at risk of an Ajax. Kindred continues to walk through, eliminating Kia, who lacked immortality, and also eliminating Avery, who lacked support. Zoe's opening pulse onto Kia, which forced immortality, made it much easier for Kindred to confidently walk through Fable's backline, granting Valentine a solid fight win. Green Fortnite were the strongest team in the tournament, rarely dropping rounds or maps. Azathoth was one of the teams capable of putting a dent in this team, and this particular fight was critical in their temporary success. This fight begins with Rara controlling the enclosed server room. The positioning here is important because Green Fortnite will win the fight basically by default if they're able to control both mid and the server room, so Azathoth must defend the space to win a longer fight. Mei is the perfect pick for this role due to her survivability. In this position, Rara is able to contest Peace, taking them out before they're able to react. Senna turns the corner to keep Rara in check, and this forces the ice block to assure survival. Azathoth might be up one, but this doesn't last for long, with Sniper and Halo trading out Amelia, leaving Azathoth without a tank. Even though Amelia and Unlucky may have fallen, Azathoth stays committed to this fight and Rara throws out the Blizzard, dying as they do so. Benevolence simultaneously uses Bob, contesting the point at the last possible moment, preventing a flip. The freeze catches Sniper and Halo, who both likely thought the fight was already over and were in such an aggressive position to finish off the remainder of Azathoth. With the help of Bob, Benevolence takes down both Sniper and Halo, and the Bob also allows Benevolence and Sakurajima, I guess I got to learn some new kanji today, Benevolence and Sakurajima were able to keep their distance while keeping control of the point due to Bob's presence. Peace also overshot in a blink, dying to Bob as well. Azathoth went on to take the round away from Green Fortnite 100-45. Azathoth did end up losing the map 1-2, but were the only team that was able to take a round of Lijiang away from such a dominant team. When playing on a Winston dive, especially into Brawl, one of the defining keys to success are nades, and the follow-up on those nades. Super Shy Ivy is up one in the series after taking control, and Inarazaki are on their attack. On their Eichenwald defense, Super Shy have a setup to create opportunities with Ana nades. Attackers must funnel through this choke here, which is an effective kill box where defenders can punish the attacker on their rotation. Super Shy place their Tracer, Ashe, and Brig on the upper angle, while Ana and Winston are in the lower angle. The idea is that their sightlines converge on this point, creating a kill box. This is a great example of how positioning defines where a kill box will be located. Inarazaki understand what Super Shy are attempting, and Santana throws down a slow onto Scuffed, preventing them from looking for a nade. This would be great if Inarazaki could continue to advance, but the problem was that they couldn't. Santana had dropped low, and Inarazaki stalls momentarily. This gave Scuffed enough time to wait out the slow, and threw the nade afterwards with Hitori trusting and diving simultaneously. H-Key is also able to simultaneously engage from the upper angle and eliminate Krobus as well as Misun, who was antied. Now, the cleanup is relatively easy, with H-Key finishing Santana, and then blinking around the corner to take out Regime, granting herself a 4K.
Yeah.
That's sticky.
I can look nade on the route.
They're walking
I'm
around.
walking up. Bam one
Mirror
already.
me,
Bam one
I
already.
can nade. I can look after.
You can nade,
Looking at backline, 2, 1, looking.
With you, Ocie, with you.
One.
Reloading it away.
Catch.
Lucio trading on monkey.
Monkey bagging though.
Oh my god, I killed 5.
Nice HK.
The next fight has a similar idea, this time with a different setup from Super Shy. Scuffed is set up close in the stairs, while Wispus plays through a neutral position in main. As Inarizaki rotates towards the mini-room, Scuffed narrowly misses the nade, while Hattori follows up, dealing a good bit of damage before leaving. Inarizaki rotate towards the point next, with Santana using her shield to prevent another nade from Scuffed, who's forced to use it on themselves. At this moment, HK and Hattori execute a coordinated dive onto Krobus, who is split from the fight and subsequently taken down. Santana keeps the pressure on Scuffed, understanding the danger Ana poses, using slow and form to approach with the intent to get the kill. This was a bit of a waste though, as Santana realizes very quickly that Scuffed has sleep and doesn't want to chase any farther. Regime, trying to escape Hattori, ends up right where Scuffed can finish them off, but Hattori is traded out. Scuffed moves to directly challenge Santana, who doesn't have form anymore, and alongside Velvet, take her down. The only player left for Inarizaki is Misan, who runs out of blinks, an easy kill for Scuffed.
They're walking.
Walking, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I missed. Sorry. Back low. I can tell. Anisha.
I can't jump now.
Missionary.
Okay, we can re-engage. I have nade in 2.
I have to
I'm
fight.
looking like 2. Oh, I can't nade.
I'm so Bob.
Running backline.
Flip. Yeah, I'm
Lucio
walking.
trolling.
Live.
Alright, we can walk on Ram. Ram has no form.
Cast one.
Ram on. Nice.
Right bang. Nice, Luke.
The last two fights were a little shaky, but this one was perfect. Hattori sets up on the bridge above the rotation so that she can avoid jumping in to engage, while Scuffed is playing in main. Right as Inarizaki began to rotate through the kill box, Scuffed throws a nade and uses Nano on Hattori. The nade lands perfectly, and the fight is over before Inarizaki can even make a play. Right as the nade landed, HK also stuck Krobus with a pulse bomb, destroying the immortality, which allows Hattori to roll through Inarizaki's backline in only a few seconds.
Go now. Walking right. Cast one.
All nade.
Oh my god.
Nothing else. Nice.
They got 8-10.
Super Shy Ivy were the best dive team in the tournament, placing second overall. They won their match against Inarizaki, showing complete dominance throughout the series. When Super Shy Ivy would go on to face Green Fortnite in the grand final, Scuffed decided to get extra creative. Scuffed hides around the corner. The setup for nade moves the kill box from the left side of the bridge over to the right side, as this is where the engagement will actually occur. Super Shy's positioning reflects this. Velvet, Hattori, and HK are all positioned close, waiting and hiding to prevent taking any poke. Green Fortnite are completely oblivious to this play. Bun even walks right past Scuffed without noticing them. Sawhill throws down the shield and begins to rotate, and this is the trigger for Scuffed to make their move. They throw the nade down onto Senna, and Hattori fully commits, catching Green Fortnite completely off guard. Scuffed is able to rotate away up onto the high ground after this play. Unfortunately, Bun traded Wispus, who was left alone in the back during Super Shy's engage. This turned the fight back to an even 4-4. Green Fortnite do eventually pull through with a fight win here, but if Wispus were able to survive, it is very likely that Scuff's flank would have paid off.
I don't see their backline at all.
Come on. They're not walking.
Chris is above you. Chris is
If you
fighting
can
me.
do whatever.
Chris and Ree.
Ash is in the room.
They're
Ash is in the
walking.
room.
Can we look?
You go on the Ash.
Look at you.
Ram on me.
Tracer one. No reach. Tracer.
I'm no form soon.
Out of all the roles, the one that flies under the radar the most is main support. These players, usually on Brig or Lucio, tend to go unnoticed, but every once in a while main support players will get the chance to shine. Fable and Azathoth are in map 1 and round 1 of the series here. Fable makes the first move in this fight, with a Kitsune onto point from Kia. Amelia falls low, and Unlucky Main uses Beat to keep her alive and allow her to aggress through the Kitsune. Benevolence then uses the Denai from an awkward position, and Unlucky Main makes their first boop, throwing Phone and Kia into the line of sight of Benevolence. The Suzu only saves Kia. Now, Amelia throws out an aggressive bomb, and Unlucky Main throws himself in for one more boop, catching Kia and Fiery. In only a moment, Fable's backline was in ruins. With this, Azathoth were able to take the round and the map on Samoa. Azathoth would also go on to win the series 3-1. After Green Fortnite took control 2-0, Valentine's map pick was Hollywood, relying on winning the dive mirror. One fight in particular was close, but one play makes all the difference. Valentine are the attacking team, while Green Fortnite are defending. Peace starts this fight on the far right lane, scouting for a potential Tracer rotation. After noticing Zoe took a different direction, Peace rotates up onto the high ground, looking to potentially drop on a backline target. Wicca, at this moment, uses Captive Sun, flying up right on top of Peace. Wicca realizes far too late, and Peace finishes the kill. Peace then uses Recall and is back to safety on the high ground, unable to be punished. This fight is now a 2v2, Sniper Diva and Peace Tracer versus Mari Winston and Zoe Tracer. The priority target for Peace is Zoe, and they do finish that kill. Sniper is dead and it is now a 1v1. Mari has full HP and a clear advantage, but she makes one critical mistake. She places her bubble early, then walks outside of the bubble, chasing Peace. This allows for Peace to hit a perfect pulse bomb, using Recall to avoid the blast. Mari is forced away at critical HP, and Green Fortnite's backline returns before Mari is able to re-engage. This moment in particular was key because Valentine was already at 80% capture progress. If Peace were forced to disengage, or died, it is very likely that Valentine would have secured the point.
Given the sound barrier from Halo, ton of ultimates being committed, but that right there, Z's out of the equation is the best pick that could have been asked for, but Sniper and Peace quick to answer back, so an even 3v3 right now with no ultimates on the table, and how quickly Diva is able to maneuver would have been great had Sniper had a little bit more help to fight against this Mari Winton, where these outposts are just so overwhelming to deal with. That pulse bomb, though, makes it much more winnable. Mari has to leave, and Green FN can hold on.
Ai-sos and Andromeda Astrius went all the way, a 5-map series, with the final deciding map being Dorado. Ai-sos are a more unconventional team that plays some interesting compositions, and Andromeda Astrius stick with more traditional compositions. Ai-sos are the first to attack. Ai-sos start out with a standard rotation onto the high ground as the attacking team. As the core turns the corner, Kejuresti throws the nade while Azu hits simultaneously. Ai-sos lose their brig in this hit, and this forces a slower fight from this point on. After this hit, we have a bit of a slow period in this fight until the Dong on Torb was noticed alone on Mega. Azu and Greyseal make a combined hit that takes the Dong out of the fight. Nova moves to try and rendezvous with Andromeda inside of the room, but Kejuresti is ready with a nade that hits both targets once again. This makes for an easy cleanup from Azu, ending this fight. Something interesting to note about Kejuresti in particular is that every time she dies, she gets shocked. Yeah, she gets shocked. She even asked CAW admins if it was okay, to which the CAW admins were left absolutely speechless, and probably slightly concerned. Apparently, though, this unique strategy allows you to hit solid nades, so maybe negative reinforcement actually works. Andromeda Astrius full held on Dorado, going on to take the map, winning the series in the lower bracket 3-2. Valentine versus Fable wasn't a close match, and Valentine were so confident that they decided to pull out a risky strategy to secure the first point and move on to the next map. Kuna pulled out the Widowmaker. Kuna swings the first corner, looking for a backline target inside of the cafe. Mikman notices, but Kuna lands a headshot before they're able to properly react. Kuna then lands a quick successive shot onto Kia, and now the fight is essentially won. Kuna picks up one more kill onto Phone, and Valentine capped the point without issue, taking Hollywood. This is the losers finals, with Valentine and Super Shy Ivy competing for a slot in the grand finals. It's map 5, and Valentine only need to take one singular fight to win this match. Super Shy are in trouble. They need to win several fights and are also behind in ult economy. It will be an uphill battle. Valentine are making their initial rotation, and HK has a plan. Her goal is to use Blade to force Wicca's beat early. This is to prevent Valentine from forcing an unwinnable fight around Cart with their massive ult advantage. HK engages, Wicca uses beat, AJMR throws down window, and Kuna uses Bob. Valentine reacts exactly how HK wanted. Hitori uses Primal so that she can escape, and Super Shy entirely disengage, happy with a 2-3 ult trade. The next engagement began with a pick onto HK. Super Shy are down 1. Velvet has built the beat, uses it aggressively, and Hitori is able to pick up a kill onto Kuna. Scuffed then uses Nano to allow Hitori to continue to advance, eliminating AGMR as well and forcing Wicca away. Valentine regroup and only have a few seconds to touch. Mari and Wicca are the first on point, and Hitori split them from the backline with a bubble. Hitori then continues to aggress, but she has a focus. Wicca. She has the beat, and if Hitori can delay it or completely prevent it, Super Shy might be able to pull through and win the fight. Hitori is forced to disengage, but the Primal on Wicca had an impact, because Wicca, she hasn't built her beat yet, and Hitori probably delayed Wicca's beat by about 2 seconds. But within those 2 seconds, Mari loses her mech, and Valentine no longer have a tank. Wicca uses beat, and Wispus throws out the bomb, and this fight will get ugly fast. Hitori's taken down, but HK trades with the pulse onto Wicca. HK and Velvet work together to eliminate AGMR, only leaving Zoe, and with a quick melee, Super Shy Ivy win the series 3-2, and they can move on to face Green Fortnite in the grand finals.
Pulse if any.
Ash,
Pulse
left
if
side.
any.
I'm on D.Va, I'm on D.Va, I'm on D.Va.
Watch left side, watch left side.
D.Va low.
Ash one, Ash one, Ash one, Ash one.
We have Bob in a
Carry me,
set.
carry me,
I'm
carry
carrying you, I'm carrying you.
Live. 3-1, I pop it.
D.Va 1, D.Va 1.
I'm 1 HP, I'm 1 HP. Carry me.
Lucio dead.
Carry.
Just try. Let's fucking go!
Go, y'all.
Good shit.
Oh my god, GG.
Good shit.
Baby, working their way into the grand finals to face off against Green FT.
Tradition is broken. Valentine denied the opportunity to defend their title, knocked out by Super Shy Ivy. What a shambali, what an explosive series between these two teams.
That's all I have for today. This was more of an experimental video, and there were many more solid plays from Ka. It's difficult to find the best of the best when I only have so much time to look through footage, so thank you for bearing with me. Let me know what you think of this style of video. I appreciate any feedback, and as always, thank you for watching.